What's going on, everybody? This is Splurge bringing you week 5 of the second season of Krash. I'm the coach of your Bracknell Beedrills, playing the Atlantic City Luxrays, coached by Electric. I don't actually have his draft to hand, but so I'm just going to be going over the game that we played earlier this week. So the team that I brought, this is becoming one of my mainstays, which is slightly worrying now. Stockpile Mega Morwal. But this time with Baton passing it, with Super Fang and Thunder Punch. Max defense, max HP means that we're able to tank a couple hits. And so kind of the whole idea around this is, so I put in a reasonable amount of prep for the first 2 mons, and then just stuck everything else on the end, unfortunately, because I ran out of time and have been getting super busy recently. Hopefully we'll be able to get back into a proper schedule with all of that fun stuff. So this is supposed to stockpile pass into Hole in Your Heart, which is our Hooper Unbound, rocking out with the Hyperspace Hole, Knockoff, Trick Room and Gunk Shot. We're mixed attacking with max HP, so that we can hit as hard as possible for as long as possible under Trick Room, and also be able to actually set up the Trick Room in the first place. We then have Doug Trio, Figure It Out, with the Darkinium Z for the Z Memento, running Earthquake, Stone Edge and Sucker Punch. Max speed, max attack, so that we're able to trap in the Charizard before it's actually able to do anything. So if I remember correctly, he has Megazard X. We have Rotom Mo rocking out with Light Clay, Screens, Pain Split and Defog. Not really much to say there apart from he's a screen setter. And then we have our second Trick Room setter in Jellicent, Blood Hands rocking out with Ice Beam, Hydro Pump and Magic Coat. And finally we have Raikou rocking out with the Choice Scarf, Aura Sphere, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, with the Rash Nature as it has to be, due to it being an event one. And so getting into the battle, so what we have is this dying still, so I'm going to kill the music. Yep. And we're going to see it speed up, hopefully. There we go. It can now actually handle everything. So what you can see is he's brought Vikavolt, Scolipede, Tapu Fini, Reuniclus, Stack Attacker and Charizard X. Now, so my initial inclination here, actually looking back at the game and thinking about it, is he's brought Trick Room here because he has Reuniclus, Stack Attacker and Vikavolt all there. And Tapu Fini can also probably check in and cash in on it as well. But so what we're going to see is I'm going to kick it down slow and we're going to kick it off. So I lead Raikou, as I wasn't really sure what he'd lead with, and he leads with Stack Attacker. And you know what, I'd just click Aura Sphere because, you know what, may as well hit some damage, and we OHKO, which is always nice. So we immediately get the advantage. He brings in Reuniclus. I go to Rotom Mo, and he nearly 2-hit KOs us with the Psychic, but then decides to switch out to Scolipede. I set up the light screen, unfortunately not the reflect, otherwise we probably could have lived the poison jab. And so now though, we're able to come into Morwar, and we can, so he clicks Earthquake, which doesn't 2-hit KO either, but we are able to start setting up the stockpiles. And so as you can see here, it's now only just 4-hit KOing. So I set up a second stockpile, and so I wasn't really sure whether or not we were going to be able to live another one if I stockpiled again. So I bat and passed at this point straight into Hooper. And so he switches into Tapu Fini. And so I get the Trick Room up nice and early, so I now should be able to outspeed, but I missed the first Gunk Shot. As he goes for Nature's Madness, which is kind of critical, as it gives Tapu Fini another turn to actually put some damage into us. I mean, as you're going to see with turn 10, we don't actually OHKO with Gunk Shot, but it would have still been a confirmed 2-hit KO instead of taking 3 turns, and we'd lose more HP. So as you can see, we do a solid 85%, but he's able to get the Moonblast off, which is another 15% lost on our side, and Light Screen is now worn off. But so he goes back into Scolipede as I go for the Hyperspace hold to just confirm the kills, and it also echoes Scolipede, which is kind of nice. And he goes into Charizard, and so he megas up. I realise that we're not really going to be killing it with anything, but so we click Hyperspace hold as he goes for Sunny Day. Another interesting choice. He goes for the Flare Blitz, gets the confirmed kill. And so we go into Dugtrio, which is a nice trap. We get the kill. We're still 4-3 up at this point. Now, so my issue is that, so I go into Jellicent here. He goes Focus Blast, which is fine. And then I really didn't make a sensible play in setting up Trick Room again. So I should have just played normally, and I now get completely and utterly bodied by Vikavolt, as I didn't put a negative nature on the Mawile, so he absolutely definitely outspeeds, and Vikavolt just picks up kills left, right and centre. So yeah, I probably should have clicked Sucker Punch over the rocks, over the Stone Edge, just in case, but you never know. And then so we get a crit on the Thunderbolt, and then I don't understand why he didn't just click Bug Buzz again, but for whatever reason he didn't, and so he clicks Discharge, so we live another move, and so we are able to kill off Vikavolt, which is a nice little bit of just minimising our differential loss. But Reuniclus is able to now come in and finish off the job. We lose 2-0 to Electriguy. I mean, GG as always. It was a solid game. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, we're now 1-3, 1-4, one of the two. Not sure which. I need to double check. This isn't supposed to be a serious league for me, and I don't think it is for anybody really. It's just a league for fun and games. It's given me plenty of time to test out some new and interesting sets. Hopefully, I'm not sure who we play next week, but so hopefully it's a better week again. We can win another game. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good week. You once again get to see my OBS. Ta-da! But yeah, hope everybody has a good week. Stay safe. See you next week.